Hey everyone, you're tuning into episode 6 of what is now a tribute to Kobe, playing a Kobold Berserker. Hopefully we can bring this one home. I'm not sure what it means if we can't, but we'll certainly try. In this episode we'll be heading into Vaults. The last episode we finished off Elf. We got a little bit of loot, the Ring of Phasing being the best thing among it, but we still don't have a good source of fire resistance, which is quite scary going into Vaults. You can meet fire giants, fire dragons, and you get scary uniques. But anyway, we can either have RF or RC, but not both at the same time. So I don't like that. But another thing that we found in Elf, and this was a comment I got on the last episode which I quite liked, and that was that I should probably go get the Rapier of Speed, because that is the best. It's +2 as well. That is the best non-elect weapon that we found, and I actually agree with that. Alright, so a Rapier requires 14 short blade skill, and I think we only have 12. Yep, so I'm going to focus that up to 14, and we'll have a look at it. So the reason why I didn't pick it up immediately and think of using it is because speed isn't really another damage brand, but the thing is you swing so much faster with it that it doesn't matter. But in my mind I was thinking it's a short blade, it doesn't do much damage, so I don't really want a speed one. But if I really think about it, first of all, a Rapier isn't that low base damage. It's got base damage of 8. I mean, that's pretty low, but it's not horrible. But the thing is, we have the ability to berserk. And when you berserk, you get mited, you do more damage. So if we're berserking and swinging, well, let's have a look. I'm holding control and I'm just pressing forward. If you look in the top right up here, we're doing 0.5, 0.4. It's changing because our skill's not at min delay. But if we berserk, where we're going to do more damage and swing faster, we can swing up to 0.2. So that's quite significant. 0.2, it's like having a quick blade, but it's a rapier, and we're going to be mited. So yeah, we use some food to go berserk there. Think of all the starving kobolds in Africa. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yes, that's going to be our non-elect weapon. And against things like Orbs of Fire or Ancient Liches later in the game, they don't care about elect anyway, so this is quite a good weapon to have. I don't know, I think in my mind I'm just still imagining that we're going to transition to long blades, but I have no reason to do that. If we have a good rapier, then it's a lot of skill that we can save. I was examining that sentinel because there's a 65% chance to mark us, so I think we're going to Trog's Hand. We'll just nip that in the bud. We are trying to pick up chunks. We're playing the too many items minigame again. Why don't we drop Disintegration? Much like the flame one that we dropped last episode. If we wanna hurt enemies from distance, we'll just use our crossbow. Alright. I'm too lazy to switch. So I mean, yeah, we can just use the hand crossbow for everything. We do have the archery. We do a lot of damage with it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. We could have been hit by Agony from that one, and this wizard has a 31% chance to banish us or paralyze us, so we should do Trog's Hand again. 1 second. One of the things, it's still really smoky here in Sydney. The smoke really messes with me. It's like having a cold 24/7. It's really horrible. Yeah. It's not coronavirus. I'm pretty sure it's just the smoke. Anyway. The Convoker. Yeah, no hexes on the Convoker, so we didn't need to... is this scary? It's not that scary. It's just Harpies and Orcs. We have a lot of defenses, so these enemies actually don't scare us. It's the Harpies absolutely shred low AC characters, but we've got lots of AC and evasion, so I shouldn't have been afraid of that at all. That's a nice dragon, that's okay. It's the fire dragons that I need to really be on watch for. Alright, is there a door there? Orange Range is going to watch me from a distance, kind of creepy. Yeah, let's use the Trog's Hand. I don't really want to be banished early. He's a Vault Warden, along with a bunch of other things. I want to step around the corner to get away from the Convoker before it starts convoking. So we can maybe kill some stuff before it happens. Can I just... We've only got 5 paralysis. I don't really want to do that. You know what? At some point we could chain more evocations. Yeah, not yet though. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Okay. I've been watching the Convoker. It didn't convoke, fortunately. Because we're taking literally no damage. I haven't used a Trog's Hand. Is that guy... What was he doing? Is he just literally blocking everything? Yes, he was. See, shields OP even on monsters. Look at these blocks. Block, 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 block. Block, 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 block. Shields are OP. I mean, I knew Wardens could be quite tanky, but he seemed ridiculously so. Okay, there's probably a slight chance of paralysis on this guy. No, he's got Crystal Spear. Okay, I shouldn't tab too fast then. But if it's just the mage on his own, I'm not too afraid of being paralyzed. It's only if there are a bunch of, say, double-headed ogres around that I would worry. But even then we have a lot of AC, so I don't know, whatever. I didn't respect him, and that's that. What was that? I don't know, I don't really care. It's a magical glaive. I have no use for a magical glaive. I don't know why it stood out to me. I was like, ooh, shiny weapon. But two-handed polearm. Why? I don't know. Must be the smoke again. What's in that smoke? Ultra. Same thing, we're going to step around the corner so the Convoker doesn't start convoking. Yeah, it didn't get to. Yeah, see that warning goes down a lot easier without the shield. If that Convoker had started convoking, I might have polymorphed it. I probably wouldn't have paralyzed, seeing as we only have 5 of those. That's quite precious. Are there other ones? No. I had a vague memory of a paralysis one being in a shop somewhere, but apparently not. A Scroll of Enchant Weapon. Do I just want to start using these on the Rapier of Speed? It's pretty good. And I mean, we have a hand crossbow as well. We don't really need a long blade. But the enchant weapons are good on the hand crossbow too. I'm just gonna wait. Let's. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's probably more likely that Trog gives me a more highly enchanted hand crossbow than Rapier. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it for now. That's what we do. Make me do a tough decision. I'll just avoid it. Not like my real life problems at all. Am I right? Too real. We should be adjacent to the actor. Sentinel. At this point, if we get marked now, we've done most of the floor. It doesn't really matter. This is a fire dragon though. Let's put Ring of Fire on. See, it's alright if we face one fire monster or one ice monster at a time. It's just if we ever get one of each and we can only have one type of resistance, then we're in trouble. I don't want to get banished. I'm risking it. Okay, I don't know why. Just save a bit of piety. That was probably not worth it. Yeah, that was not worth it. That's a lich. Okay. I really don't want to be... Alright. We definitely need to Trog's Hand here. If the lich has paralysis, it would be a 50% chance. So we're going Trog's Hand. We're pulling out that Elect Dagger because regular liches aren't elect resistant. It's only the ancient variety that are. And we literally have no throwing nets. Okay, well we could have thrown one. Okay, if he nails us with a crystal spear, he can't have that. He can only have Orb of Destruction. We can still read a Silent Scroll, so I'm not afraid of dying in one go here, which is why I'm not, say, using any of my other things. We could Wand of Acid him. We could go Berserk. We could make a Brother in Arms. There are lots of plays we could do here, but at the moment he hasn't even hit us, really, other than a couple of creepy touches. Yeah, so I was happy to just keep swinging. If we'd been slowed by the Freezing Wraith, in that case, I would have been panicking, and we probably would have made a Brother in Arms. Sure, gave me weapons. See, there's a hand crossbow. That's what I was talking about. It's going to be +9. Watch. And then all our enchant weapon scrolls will be saved. Told you. Okay, it's not +9, but it's +7. I'll take it. Alright, perfect. And that's an Orb of Fire weapon too, because Velocity does additional damage to all monsters. Okay, that's cool. Not that Berserk works on range shots, but with a hand crossbow of Velocity, you can definitely take an Orb of Fire down. Okay, and in that case, I'm now going to enchant weapon this up to +9. No, I'm going to do it up to +8 because the others are in Spider and I couldn't be bothered walking there. But in principle, we'll make it +9. The next one we find we'll read. Oh my god, these repel missile guys are impossible. There we go. Laziness wins again. Potentially mulching bolts, but we have Trog, so he's gifting us weapons, it's fine. Gifting us bolts. I've been told that in Trunk now, Trog's been reworked such that he doesn't give you range things. But I have not seen that, so in my world, Trog is still a range god. We should go back up here. For whatever reason, the Warden didn't lock us in. He decided to lock us up here. I don't understand that one. Yeah. But I mean, even if you still didn't, even if Trog wasn't giving you range things, if you're a crossbow user and you make it to Vaults, you're going to have bolts. You make it to Vaults, you're going to have bolts up the wazoo. All the Yaktors in here give you bolts, so by this time in the game, you should be sweet for bolts. This Sphinx has a 43% paralysis chance, and since I don't know what else is behind it, and we have enemies coming from both directions, yeah, I wanted to have the Trog's Hand, the extra magic resistance. Convoker, that's fine because we do inordinate amounts of damage now. Here's a bookshop. There's a manual of long blades. I said I didn't want to transition to long blades, although a manual would make it easier. But that's 2,200 gold and we have 800. So I don't see that happening. He's got paralysis and fireball. We'd better do Trog's Hand because we don't have any fire resistance. So if we get paralyzed, yeah, and he does that, we're gonna die. What was I saying? I was trying to say that we used all our gold buying the manual of dodging. So now we don't have money for manual of long blades. That's fine. I'd rather the manual of dodging anyway. These are all faster than us. That's fine. We have so much evasion when we're just walking. We have 42. And we'll walk all the way back to the stairs and then we'll just stair dance. And again, it was probably not wise to bring 3 up at once, but I did it. Reached level 22. I'm getting a force more. I think it's just from the sentinel. That is a rapier of... It is a plain longsword. It is not a rapier at all. Alright, there's 14 for our short blades. So our rapier's at min delay now. Speaking of rapiers. And I think we'll just train like this. We'll keep focusing dodging because that's our manual. And for fighting and shields we can just train. I don't know. At some point, maybe we'll train more evocations. Maybe if I had more hex ones, I would be more keen. But 5 paralysis charges isn't that many. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention it, but because I'm standing at the stairs here, I don't really mind getting marked that much. If enemies are going to be drawn to us so we can stair dance them, then I'm pretty happy. Or I'm not unhappy. I don't want to be banished by that guy though. So, we'll Trog's Hand this time. Where did all these elves come from? I thought I had cleared this floor. You are so annoying. Your repel missiles. Ow. You have Holy Wrath Sword. This isn't an evil character. I guess you just rolled big. We're probably gonna get locked in again. Yeah, there it is. It's fine. Also briefly locked the others out. Oh, something else which I noticed on the CPO homepage. There is a new Crawl Sun Death Challenges tournament. What am I doing? I'm focusing on the tournament when we have a 40% paralysis chance. Oh, we got confused. Okay, I was like, I'll just wait one more turn and we'll go back up. But that was dangerous. We could have been paralyzed. Anyway, so there's a Crawl Sun Death Challenges tournament starting on the 31st, so 3-4 days from now, depending on when you're watching this. Join it. It's fun. Maybe I'll look at it properly to begin the next episode, because all the casuals would have already stopped watching by now, probably. But anyway, you should sign up. It's fun. I intend to play. It's a lot of fun. It's a tournament, but it's not like the release tournaments where in order to compete you have to play 14 hours a day. So it's much saner. Oh, okay. You're just gonna stand in the door. Alright, that's fine. We have infinite enemies turning up. That's fine. I'm gonna go to a different stair. I don't really want to be marked with that many enemies there. That's a Zot trap. Let's get out of vision of that. Those are nasty. Alright, I got greedy there. I gave that Convoker a chance to call enemies in when I could have probably polymorphed him. Yeah, we're gonna get marked again. I thought about it and I didn't care. I probably should have. We're being marked a long way from the stairs and next to a Zot trap. That's really stupid of me. Yeah, here they'll come. Why don't we just make a brother in arms, and then with an angry troll we can just kill all this stuff. Should shoot the Rakshasa. He's gonna cause the most havoc. Alright, Ice Blast, because I don't know which one is which. Let's get back around the corner. And because we're kind of hurt and we're still marked, maybe we should Trog's Hand, but I'm bad. I'm a bad player. I don't respect dangerous situations. I'm a bad teacher. I tell you what is right and what you should do, and then I just don't do it. You're like, yeah, Ocha just says these things, but he doesn't do them, so I won't either. The thing is, I know what I'm doing. I can be a bad player. It's alright. I'll recover. But you won't. So don't do the bad things. Oh, that's 3 Vault Wardens. Do we have enslavement? We've never found enslavement this whole game. Alright. Odds of us walking out this door? Yeah, 0. And they're all mited now. This is really bad. We've done most of the floor, it looks like. I think even though we only have 8 teleports, we have 9 now. 1 more since I last looked. That's not that many, but I feel like this situation is maybe bad enough. Otherwise, we've got 3 Wands of Clouds. They're not... You know what else we could do? No, he's got a... Never mind. He's mited with a Battle Axe of Venom. I was thinking we could use Sacks of Spiders and just overwhelm them with spiders, but then he's going to cleave them all, and they're also susceptible to poison. So I think we just teleport out of here. We don't mess around with this. You shouldn't mess around with monsters that have might. They do 150% damage. And to be locked in there with them, not good. Let's aim the Convoker. Please go down. Okay, good. We've got a new weapon. It's a new rapier. Okay, is this going to be a +9 rapier of speed? I can't carry it. Am I lazy enough to just ID scroll it? No. +4 freezing, not quite. Freezing rapier is not bad. Obviously, freezing brand's really good against draconians later on in the game. But yeah, so is a max hand crossbow with archery gloves. So yeah, I guess don't need to worry too much about draconians. I should do Trog's Hand here. I should. Now it's too late. I should have done it before we got marked, but the reason I was thinking it is because of the wizard. But at this point, the wizard's adjacent to us. We're already marked, so I'll just be a bad player again. Dodging goes to 22. Here come all the Vault Wardens again. They're not mited, so they're less scary now. I should be getting the Vault Warden. Oh, there's so many. Okay, the one that has Venom scares me because we don't have any poison on right now. Oh, why am I even trying to run away? He's just going to lock us. That's never going to work. Well, we can walk away with our 44 evasion and heal. Oh yeah, we have Boots of Running! I completely forgot. I was wondering, how am I gaining on the Wardens? Boots of Running. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, that was some of our elf loot too, right? Yeah, Boots of Running. Yeah, that's awesome. I completely forgot we had Boots of Running. Yeah, in that case, we can just kite 10-speed monsters like Vault Wardens. Yeah, Vault Wardens. As long as they're not locking us in a room, we can just run away forever and never get hit. We're switching to our firing. I don't want 5 dragon scales. It's too light. Our character's 21 strength. We want big armor. How much? We train 8 armor skill. I think we should train more. That'd probably be a better thing to invest in than even more evocations. Anyway, we're not there yet. But 5 dragon scales, it's too light. It doesn't really solve our problem because then we wouldn't have cold resistance. Also, those guys hurt. We've finished the manual of dodging. Alright, let's stop focusing dodging then. We're at 22. We are just going to train it to the end of the game. And how about we'll focus fighting because I want more HP. It's the weakest of our defenses. And let's also turn on armor. And I'm going to set a skill target for 15. I don't know if we'll ever get there, but that should be plenty for the meantime. We're pretty new on this floor. I should Trog's Hand. I don't want to be marked here. We're really far away from the stairs because I used auto explore, and this is absolutely horrendous pathing. And I'll show you why in a second. It's horrendous pathing because we've gone a really circuitous route to get here. So say we got marked now. To go back to the stairs, we have to go around these other hallways, and these monsters in here will know where we are. So as we're taking the really long route, there are going to be monsters running in from every direction. So let's not explore like that. It's the downside of auto explore. It makes your game faster and nicer, but you potentially explore in a really dangerous way. I mean, we're doing it again. Look at all this insanity. Can we just explore around the stairs? No, we can't. I mean, that's fine. We just got shafted to Vaults 4. That's real nice. We should do Trog's Hand because we don't know. We've just been shafted to this corner. We don't know what's in here. We don't know what else is around. We could have a horrible situation here. We might need a teleport. We don't know that a teleport will be safe. Okay, so hopefully no more monsters come. Okay, we have a lot of magic mapping, so we could magic map to find it upstairs to make sure that we get back up safely. But because this room didn't seem to be too bad, where we landed was fine, considering that the shaft could have been horrible, I think we'll just explore. No, I changed my mind. You know what? With 9 magic mapping scrolls when you're at most of the way through Vaults, I think we can afford to waste one. Let's use Trog's Hand here. That orc had an enslavement one with 3 charges and he just blew them all. I keep forgetting. Read the magic mapping. There we go. So now we can just path. We can walk right towards the stair. There's probably a shop over there. I didn't get any messages about a portal on this floor. Where did we get shafted? I don't know. A long time ago. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. I don't know, it was a long time ago. I don't remember getting any messages about portals. So if that is a bazaar, it's got to be an untimed one. In which case, I don't mind going back upstairs. We're not in a hurry. A couple of heal wounds potions. That's real nice. No, we're good. Look how much damage we put out. I don't want to get paralyzed next to an Etten though. I also don't want to get convoked, and I don't want to get mutated. He's mited and hasted, lol. I'm watching the Convoker. He still has not even tried to convoke, which is unusual. This Shining Eye is almost certainly... Let's do a Trog's Hand. That's almost certainly a shapeshifter. But I still want to kill it because it's not shifting away. So let me see if we can get real good value here. We can hit the shapeshifter and the Convoker. The Convoker has finally decided to convoke. And okay, I finally got him. We have Trog's Hand up, so we shouldn't get marked here. Oh, we did get marked. RIP. There was a 5% chance. Okay. Well, I'm glad we magic mapped, but we're gonna have the whole floor running at us. Let's Trog's Hand again, because we're gonna have to fight our way to the stairs. I've been confused. Is this? Oh yeah, it's getting really bad. We just got flared. Why don't we just make? We've got 5 stacks of spiders. Let's just make some spider friends. Oh yeah, here we go. I gotta use F dot, so I'm not accidentally shooting my spider allies. Yeah, look at this. We can get carried. Oh yeah, you need to die. Oh, double flake ghost. Let's back it up. Good. Sacks of spiders again. If you weren't aware, Sacks of spiders is actually really strong when you have evocations. It's just that I so rarely do. We're gonna keep playing Keep Away with the Flayed Ghost. I want Trog's Hand again because the Great Orb of Eyes can paralyze us. Let's go more spiders. Let's just keep going. Oh wow, look at that roll. Okay, the Flayed Ghost, there we go. Finally went for us. I guess I was getting too distracted by the spiders. It had so many opportunities to flay us there, but it didn't. Oh yeah, Trog gave us a weapon. What did he give us? A ruined Lagitang. Alright, thanks Trog. That's pretty cool. We have no use for a Lagitang. And because we got marked, we can now walk to the stairs where it's probably going to be dangerous. Here it is. But that's definitely going to be a Guardian Spirit Amulet. Watch. Keep dancing stuff. That was a fake Shadow Wraith, I knew it. I'm going to ID it even though I'm confident. See, it was Guardian Spirit. I told you. I told you. What am I doing? I'm reading this enchant weapon scroll to make our hand crossbow +9. And then we are switching to this Guardian Spirit Amulet. The Acrobat has been really nice, but this one is fantastic. So Guardian Spirit makes your magic points become hit points, which takes us from 164 HP to 197. That is a huge step up in our survivability. It's also kind of like having a regeneration amulet because now your magic regeneration is also HP regen. And you might be wondering why our magic's so high. It's at 33 when we're worshipping Trog and we literally can't have spells. It's because training evocations gives you magic points. Not as much as spellcasting, but still enough to be significant. And the fact that we have this now makes it more attractive for more evocations. We're already training 4 things. What's a 5th spell? What's a 5th spell? I'm going to focus it too. We're going to take evocations to 20. It'll make our wands better and give us more hit points. It's kind of like training more fighting in a way, but with the added utility of making your wands better. I was going to say the added utility of making your attacks better, but fighting does that too. One of these guys had a wand. What did he have? Polymorph. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're back on Vaults 3. Second, I don't know, I felt lost. It's like, this isn't the floor I was on. It's because we got shafted before. Let's back up. I don't want to be paralyzed by an Ogre Mage. That many scary enemies. Same thinking. That was enchant armor. Is there anything we want to enchant armor? Not really. It's just our shield. So we're hanging out for some heavy armor. Are there even good plate armors in our game? Even just, oh man, I remember that crystal plate armor. There's a shiny plate armor for 858 gold. That's no good. If there was just a plate armor of fire resistance, I'd be all over it. But alas, we got Aghanim. I need to take another coughing break. Excuse me. No, it's okay. If we got banished, it would be okay. New rapier. +2 rapier Valek. Okay, well that's easy. So we drop our dagger Valek. This now becomes our standard melee weapon. And we'll use speed against things with Aralek. But an Alek rapier is a perfectly serviceable weapon. I mean, you'll struggle to kill orbs of fire with it, but as long as you have enough might potions, you can kill even orbs of fire with a rapier. Even a rapier of Alek that it's resistant to. Is that a dispersal trap? No, it was just a blink. Let's get away from the alarm. I've been slowed. Man, being hexed by elf archers. We need to be real careful with the Sphinx here. Let's put up the Trog's Hand. So with Trog's Hand, the Sphinx can't really paralyze us, but it's run out. But it can still smite us. Okay, we better go Trog's Hand again. I don't want to get randomly paralyzed and die. That would suck. Oh no, Hell Knights. Fire damage. Let's go Ring of Fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. If you're seeing Hell Sentinels in votes, that's a good sign that Marjorie is around. And if Marjorie is around, she does boatloads of fire damage, and we are not we're not ready to cope with that. Can we just kill the Shining Eye without getting mutated? Oh, I just got Aghanim. Yeah, we'll keep trying to kill it. If I get mutated here, that's fine, I guess. Do we have a lot of them? We have only 2 mutation potions in IM. Okay, we really didn't want to get mutated there. So the play would have been to polymorph it. Whenever you polymorph a shapeshifter, it changes. Because we were quite hurt, and when shapeshifters change, they heal. I didn't want to heal it because I didn't want to have to fight a new enemy with us being that hurt. And at least Shining Eyes don't damage you. Frost Giant, we need to switch back to protection from cold, because at the moment we're cold vulnerable. Would not recommend cold vulnerability against Frost Giants. Do you have a weapon? No, I should be checking. Need to be real careful with Entropy Weavers and their weapons. Hey, food shop. Cool. In case you couldn't tell, I'm not actually excited. It looks like we've done most of the floor. If we get marked in now, that's fine. We had done all of the floor except that monster. Alright, and now we're doing votes 4. Is that a permanent web? Wait. Do your sacks of spiders make permanent webs? No. Okay, they die. Okay, good. I was like, oh boy. Here we go again. Let's Trog's Hand. If you don't know what I was referring to there, there was a period in time where Crucible of Energy. I'll talk about that in a sec. There was a period in time where jumping spiders would make permanent nets. So I made a post where I lured it all around the game, making nets everywhere. Making webs, rather. And then you could get all around the stairs, so when you walked back upstairs, all the enemies would get webbed. It was fantastic. But then, of course, it got taken out. So for a second there, I was like, "Ooh, is it a bug where they didn't do it for the sack of spiders?" But no. Crystal Ball of Energy, interesting because we have a lot of evocations, so we can use that to get our magic points back. And the reason why that's interesting is because we have a Guardian Spirit Amulet. So this is kind of like an Evocable Heal Wounds. It's a little bit of a meme because it can backfire and take away all your magic points if it fails. But I feel like we can mess with it a bit. Oh, not that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So the way that it works, I don't know the numbers off by heart, but basically the more magic points you're missing, the more likely you are to fail, and the higher your evocation skill, the more likely you are to succeed. So I said it in opposites. I don't know why I did that. More magic points you have, more likely it succeeds. Okay, let's forget it. Alright, we did Trog's Hand. I was hoping I could get around a corner so we're not seeing the Convoker. We obviously can't get very far because of the Warden, but I can at least buy a bit of time. Can I shoot the Warden, please? Thank you, game. Alright, fine. If we get marked here, it's not the end of the world. We've been marked on this floor already. New hand crossbow? I'm lazy. +4 of flaming. Alright, never mind. The only way I'd change crossbows is if it was a crossbow of Elec. And even then I'm not sure I'd bother because we already have a rapier of Elec. Let's get back towards the upstairs though. We shouldn't be marked in the open. That's too cocky. This is kind of cocky too. If we get, what are the odds? Well, that one doesn't have paralyze, but if this one did, it would be a 27% chance. Yeah, that's too much. Let's Trog's Hand. It got slowed. Oh, the Trog's Hand wore off. Fair enough. One lone deep troll. It was a room full of ogres who evidently don't talk to the troll, who's very lonely. Ooh, we just found Damnation. We can't use a shield, doesn't matter. Our defenses are so good already. Alright, let's stop shields. This is sick. This is utterly sick. This is worth it. This is good enough that it's worth it. Baby, you're worth it. I don't actually know how that song goes. I need to drop stuff though. I kind of want to drop Holy Word just to spite Hans, as always. Let us drop... Yawn. The shield? Alright, why is this so good? The Arbalest Damnation. It's sick. Alright, it's all we need. We don't need anything else. We still got, 34 AC and 30 evasion. So who needs shield? Let's stop. Our shield's turned off when we dropped it. This is awesome because it fires damnation bolts. It's just a shot. And they can't miss. What do we got here? An unknown scroll, a runed hat, and an unknown ring. Well, the runed hat is never going to be better than the crown that we have, so I'm not going to bother with that. The scroll and the ring we will though. I'm going to do /- though. We might be able to work out what this is. Okay, it's either Summoning or Torment for scrolls. And there's still a lot of rings that we've never found, funnily enough. Well, ID, it's magical power. It's like having 9 extra hit points, but we can't afford that. I'd rather have 8 extra evasion from phasing, and we need the other ring for some cold resistance. And then this one we're going to ID it. If it's summoning, it was torment. If it was summoning, I wouldn't want to waste it. Where are the enemies? Let me show you. Okay, one thing to note about Damnation though is that every time you fire a bolt, because it explodes, you lose it. Alright, BS, more strength. This thing is sick, so you can't miss. There are very few enemies in the game that resist Damnation, and most of them are in the extended game. So for 3 runes, this thing just destroys. Oh man. And yeah, it ignores AC. Things can't resist it, so you can completely cut through orbs of fire as well. We're just gonna shoot Damnation. We're just gonna use all our bolts on just random enemies in Vaults 4. It's probably a bit overkill, but we have 12,000 bolts. It's really loud though. Alright, for these random enemies, I feel like we can just use the hand crossbow. Like these random ogres and things, we don't need to be making lots of noise with Damnation, as awesome as it is. Man, that's such a good item to find. I'm so pumped. I think my last Kobold Hunter also found Damnation. That's sick. It's so good when you find an artifact that actually makes sense for your character. It's great. And you know what? So we've done vaults up to 4 now, so we're ready for depths. But let's go clear that ghost vault. Now that we have Damnation, we can kill him easily. So it's on D11. Because I think the thing about this ghost is it has 1,000,000 AC, if I remember correctly. No, not that much. Maybe it was a lot when we were on D11, but I guess it's more just the chaos weapon that we're worried about. So yeah, Damnation, which is that one. You can shoot the ground. I'm going to shoot myself if I do that. You can shoot the ground so that, oh, you got to do dot though, so that you don't blow yourself up with the explosion. It's a nice trick. Alright, was there something else? There's a rune door in less 6. Was that just a dragon rune that I didn't do? Oh yeah, it's just a nice dragon. Okay, that was probably scary when we're in there. Not so much now. Cool, a bunch of extra gold. Alright, anything to buy? No. No. That also means that we can probably just read our enchant weapon scrolls on our rapier, because we definitely not worried about enchanting up a hand crossbow now. Rapier of speed, all in, let's go. Not that we need that now, because seriously, Damnation is just going to kill everything. Alright, 2 depths. Where are we? We're at enough time that I'm just gonna, wait, a rune triple crossbow? Triple crossbow of flaming. Yeah, hang on. We can do 2-handed things now. Are there any more triple crossbows in our game? No. Oh, which reminds me. Yes, thank you. Let's stop training all this stuff, because we should be training just crossbows, because Damnation is an Arbalest, which has min delay at 20. Oh yeah, I'm glad. I completely forgot. Yeah, right, because we're shooting Damnation at 1.4, which min delay is 1.0? Yeah, it will get to 1.0 with 20 skill. No, at 18 skill. Hang on. 18? Is that changed? I could have sworn Arbalest were 20. They're 18. Alright. Well, anyway, we're training just crossbows till we get to 18. And that's going to be it for this episode. So if you join me in the next one, we'll head into depths. We'll rain damnation on our foes. See you then.